Guess what? I haven't seen every film ever made. It's impossible, but hey, I'm working on it. I'm 29 years old, I've got a busy schedule, so there's only so many films I can watch. I'd be lucky if I can watch one film a week. There's a lot in my backlog which I need to catch up on. And here's the thing, I've studied film for a large chunk of my life now. When you study film, one of the most annoying things anyone can ever do is question why you haven't seen a certain film, or be shocked at the fact that you haven't seen a certain film, because they end up going on and saying, hey, you study film, you should have seen this. Or, oh my god, you haven't seen this film? It's like, right, I can't see everything. And there are certain things I don't want to see. So I thought it would be interesting just to go in and tell you some of the biggest examples of things that I have never seen. For whatever reason that is. I've even thrown in some TV shows just for good measure. The Shawshank Redemption. So the Shawshank Redemption, often considered to be one of the greatest films ever made by a certain audience. It's a Stephen King adaptation. So I'm not huge on Stephen King. Stephen King, not my cup of tea. I like horror films, I just don't really like his style a lot. There are only a couple of Stephen King films and TV shows that I've actually sort of been interested in. The recent It films, for example. Shawshank Redemption, a prison drama, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, never really fancied it. Citizen Kane. So Citizen Kane, often considered to be one of the greatest films ever made, yet again. But you know what? I just never got around to watching it. Yeah, no real reason about that. It's just never came across it, really. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell, considered one of the greatest anime movies ever made. I've seen clips of Ghost in the Shell, I've seen the Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell, but not the original anime. Why? Don't know, never had the chance. I actually did have a chance once at university, but for some reason I couldn't make it to that screening. So yeah, there was that. I had the opportunity, couldn't do it. But yeah, it seems like it'd be right up my alley, but I'm also not huge on anime. Anime, not really my thing. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Yeah, The Sound of Music, another one of those greatest films ever made sort of films. I've not seen it. It's a musical, I think. It is musical, yes, I think it is. The Sound of Music gives it away. But I've not seen it, never been interested in seeing it. It's also a long film, I believe, so it's like one of those films where like, right, I should see this, but where the hell am I going to get the time to see this? Fight Club. Maybe not considered one of the greatest of all time, but definitely an iconic and significant film. I know the twist of that film, so that kind of ruins it. But yeah, David Fincher, Brad Pitt, Edward Norton. I like all the guys that are in there, but never got round to it. Yeah, that's one that I do think I actually will see at some point. Some of the films on this list, by the way, I don't know if I'll ever get around to watching them, but some of them I do actually plan on watching them sometime. I just don't have a solid plan in place for them. It's a Wonderful Life, the Christmas movie. The black and white depressing Christmas movie. At least that's what I've been led to believe. So yeah, Christmas movies, they're hit and miss. This is meant to be one of the ones that really works. But the problem is, every time it gets around to Christmas, I just want to be happy and cheerful. This is one of those more moody and depressing Christmas movies, so it's like, right, I don't really want to watch that. I want to be getting in the Christmas spirit. It seems a little depressing. And maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? One day, maybe. Old Boy. So Old Boy, I've actually seen like the first half an hour of Old Boy. This is considered a great foreign language movie. Couldn't really tell you what it's about. I think it's a guy who's locked in like an apartment or something. But yeah, it got a lot of rave reviews. Then there was that Josh Brolin remake. I never watched that either. And yeah, this is one of them. Don't really have any interest in watching this. Don't think I will ever watch this. A TV show now. Also considered one of the greatest ever made. Although, awards-wise, didn't really get that much attention. The Wire. So The Wire, not a TV show for everyone. This is also a bit like Old Boy. I've actually seen a couple episodes of The Wire. This is a hard show to get into. It's not for everyone. And it's very like grounded and gritty and realistic. So much so that it focuses more on what's actually going on and being realistic rather than entertaining you. And it's a tough watch. This is one where I do think I'm actually going to give it another go someday, but again, when am I going to get the time to do that? Seinfeld. So Seinfeld, if you're American, you're probably going, what? You're probably absolutely shocked by that. But here in the UK, Seinfeld, not a big deal. There are people here who've seen it, there are people here who love it. But American comedy, particularly this type of American comedy, doesn't always translate well to UK audiences, as I'm sure there are UK sitcoms which American audiences have never seen or just aren't interested in. Seinfeld's one of those. I also think that Seinfeld may be a little dated now, because it was out in the 90s, I believe. But yeah, I tried watching the first episode of Seinfeld. It's dated. The American style of humor in it doesn't really translate that well for me personally. But again, there are some people here who like it. And the final one I'm talking about today, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a cult show. It's a show that it has a very devoted audience for. But it's also one of those shows where they say, hey, it doesn't get good till season 2. Well, guess what? I'm the sort of viewer that has to watch it from the beginning. I'm not going to start at season 2. I'm going to start at season 1. And I've tried starting at season 1. Went a couple episodes in and I was like, right, I don't get it. These people are not nice. These people are not funny. This show isn't great. Apparently I should just power through season 1 and go to season 2. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one day. Maybe I won't. But who knows. These are just some of the examples that I could think of off the top of my head of things that I've never seen that I thought you might be interested to know about. Let me know what things you've never seen and which ones you think you should check out. Until next time, though, subscribe to my channel to get more content like this. I hope you've liked this video. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Grant_Burton for more content from me as I get it, as I can be bothered to post it. Until then, though, thanks for watching.